Alright, it is 4:16 a.m. Everyone is sleeping, so we gotta be quiet. And I am packing for American Idol.
That's okay.
On our way to Idol. Woo! You yeah.
Welcome to the day that could change your life forever. This is that day. This is for every single one of those times when you were singing and nobody was around. Today, you're going to sing and somebody is around and somebody's looking for that something special to push through from Detroit to Hollywood, California. Every contestant that you've ever seen on the show, from Kelly Clarkson to Carrie Underwood, all of our contestants have been exactly where you are now. We all start from the same spot, but only one of you will be the next American Idol. Make it be you. Do we have a winner from Detroit this year? We hope so. You guys look great. We cannot wait to hear what you sound like. And for all of you who've been waiting for this day for a long time, congratulations. And good luck. And when you get in there, for that first few moments of this audition, try and relax. You're here for a reason. You're here because you know how to do this. Do it. Be yourself. Enjoy it. Be in that moment. We're looking for something special, something unique. Pick a song you know today, so you don't have to worry about the lyrics. And hopefully, we will see you on the other side in Hollywood. Now, we're going to show you a little video of how this all comes together. Take a look at the screens. The winner of American Idol is Kelly Clarkson. Candace That better give you chills. Get fired up. Let's go. This is American Idol. That's it. That's it. Show us the joy. Let's see it.
I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? Every brick, every board, every slamming door blown away, blown away, blown away.
Alright, we have a clown who just made it through on Idol. You're seeing this now. Alright.
Okay, so if you don't make it through, don't feel bad.
I kind of wish I dressed up like a clown. Just kidding.
If they're putting clowns through.
Well, you saw here. If you're a clown, you get thrown on American Idol.
Hey guys, it's Shelby. So a lot of you know that I went and auditioned for American Idol in Detroit, actually this past weekend. Didn't make it. It was my second year trying out. I auditioned in Chicago last year. A lot of you may have seen my video diary from that one. As far as registration day goes, it really depends on how many days of registration they have, because when I went last year in Chicago, they had 2 days of registration. So we went the first day, and they opened registration up at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we showed up about 10:30, and there was no one there. We walked in and out in 5 minutes. And then this year, we got there about 7:30, and we waited in line for probably about 3.5 hours, so it was, a little bit longer. But if you register earlier, then you get to audition earlier, which is weird because I'm pretty sure that we were further up in line this time, and I still ended up getting out way later than I did last year. But it's really an all-day process no matter where you are in line. They give you a ticket at registration to where you have a set seat in wherever you're auditioning. We were at Ford Field this year. So you had to go sit with your group of people, and that was the group of people that you were most likely going to be auditioning with or around the same time. So there really isn't a big rush to get there at the crack of dawn because you have assigned seats. So even if you get in line before someone else, you're not going to get a better seat or a better place in an audition line unless if you get there at the crack of dawn registration day. But as far as audition day, they let you get there as early as 5 o'clock in the morning. And last year when I auditioned in Chicago, I did get there at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't regret it. I lost out on some sleep. The past 2 days I've only gotten about 6 hours total of sleep because I've been getting up at 4 every day. This year we got there at 7:30. We left a little after 6. Actually, we didn't know that you didn't have to be there at 5 in the morning, so we got there pretty much on the dot at 5 o'clock. And you don't necessarily have to be there at 5. They let you in at 5, well, not in the building, but they let you start lining up outside the building. But they don't actually they do a lot of camera stuff. They'll probably start camera time at 7 and go till 8. When I was in Chicago, I was on the camera a lot, actually. I got put in big groups with lots of people, and I did a lot of dancing and singing, and they had the camera on me individually a lot. I was pretty stoked about that, but people don't realize how much they really do cut out. 99% of the stuff they recorded that day was cut out. There were people doing really cool stuff, people who were amazing dancers and just doing all this weird, wacky, crazy stuff. And I was watching the Chicago audition last year, and I was looking forward to seeing, you know, all these people that I had seen in person being recorded doing all these cool things. And over half of them didn't get on there, including me. I wasn't on there at all. There was one clip where I was right behind somebody, but it was someone really tall, and I'm only 5'3", I'm really short, so you couldn't see me. So it was kind of on TV, but I kind of wasn't. On audition day, once you get in and you have your tickets out and you go and find your seats, you're there all day for the most part. I mean, you get out late. I got out last year, I'm going to say like 2:30, and this year I got out about 4:30. So you really get to know the people around you, and I was around a really good group of people this year. There was a girl behind me who was just a riot. She didn't know how to play guitar, but she was playing guitar, and it wasn't even her guitar, but it was out of tune. So that was kind of like nails on a chalkboard for me, because I can't stand when guitar's out of tune. I mean, mine's never perfect, but it was really, really bad. But she was really funny, and she took someone's guitar and she started just making her own renditions of different songs. She started singing the Dora theme song, and she was just, I don't know, she was something else. She was really funny. I had a really nice guy sitting next to me. He had an audition before, so I think it was kind of cool for this year for me to be the one who was giving people advice and telling people that it was going to be okay and what it was like, because that was me last year. I was panicking, I was freaking out, I didn't know what it was like. So to me that was really cool. But once you get in there about, 8:30, 9 o'clock, that's when they start the TV time. And they have all the producers come out with all their cameras, and they tell you, they give specific people specific things to do, or, say, welcome back to whatever city, in our case, welcome back to Detroit. And then before they film it, they tell us what they want us to do, scream, and we're going to bring the camera over here, we want you to say this, and it really gets so nitpicky to where they go, oh, we don't have enough people over here, we need people from this section to come over here just for the shot. So they really want, everything really is staged, and you kind of know that, but you don't really realize how much they stage until you get there. I got on camera a little bit in the stands. There was a camera guy who came around and he was recording people, and he got me just getting all pumped up, and then another time he got me while I was drinking water, awkwardly. They got me, last year I didn't make it, I started crying, and when I walked out, they got it on camera. This year I didn't cry, but it was always kind of a joke that, I cried on national television even though it was never aired. But they also got my mom too. I told her my phone ran out of memory, and I said, you need to record Ryan. So she's recording it, and the camera guy comes by, and he has the camera on her, and she didn't realize he was recording her. She just thought she was in the way, so she steps out of the way while she's recording. And it was so funny because the camera guy just took a big step and he follows her, and she just kind of rolled her eyes and started laughing. She's like, I don't want to be on camera. And again, it's probably not even going to get on the show, but it was just really funny. Idol is a good experience. Again, I wasn't even planning on auditioning again, but the fact that it came around to Detroit, we were like, why not? I only live about 2 hours away from Detroit, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. The producers and everyone who works there, they're really nice. They make you feel comfortable even though you're nervous. I wasn't as nervous this year because I kind of knew what to expect and I wasn't getting my hopes up. But I remember last year I was shaking the whole time. When I got down to sing, I was shaking even then, and my teeth were chattering, and I didn't think I was going to be able to sing. It wasn't that bad this year. I had butterflies, but I was ready and I was pumped. But they're all really friendly and really nice. They're all so friendly and they're so funny, and it makes you feel more comfortable even when you're not comfortable, even when you go up and you audition, because they take people by sections, and they went row by row, and they pull you down onto, we're at Ford Field, so they pull you onto the football field, and they put you in this huge line, and when you're in that line, you kind of set yourselves into groups of 4, and then when you get to the top of the line, they will just say, there's 10 tables set up, and there's 2 producers at every table, because you don't get to audition for the judges. Okay, you don't get to audition for the judges. There is 2 auditions before you actually do get to audition for the judges. It is not like the TV show portrays it to be at all. Everything is staged. This is all different. Hear me out. It is not the way you think it is, because last year and this year, everyone goes, who are the judges? No one knows who the judges are. Did you see them? You met them. How was it? I didn't see them. I don't know who they are. I didn't meet them. It would have been cool, but I don't know who they are. I got to sing for producers. You sing for the 2 producers, and if they put you through, they have a section back behind the football field. You go through this little tunnel, and they have a room, and you have your second audition. Never been to the second audition, so I can't really tell you what you do there. So, I don't know, but there are 2 auditions before you get to go see the judges, and if you make it through those 2 auditions, then a few months later, you would come back to Detroit and sing for the actual judges, whoever they may end up being. And so they take all this outdoor footage, and then they take everyone who's sitting waiting to audition in the stadium, and then they take the footage that they're going to film a few months later of people auditioning in front of the judges and put it all together into one episode, so it looks like everybody's there getting ready to go sing for these judges, but they're not, because it's all on different days, different months, and almost, I don't know, I want to say there was probably like 7,000 people there, and they take about 200, so the judges only have to go through a couple hundred people. They don't really have 7,000 people going and seeing each judges, which you kind of know that they don't really do that, because it's impossible in 2 days to get through 7,000 people. I mean, they had 10 tables of producers, with 2 producers at each one, judging people, 4 people at a time, and it still took all day. So imagine 4 judges going through 1 individual person at a time. So I mean, you kind of know that they don't really do that, but everyone just thinks that you get to go straight to the judges, and you don't. It was really funny seeing people getting their golden tickets. People were crazy. They're excited, obviously. There was one girl who was doing back tucks and back handsprings, and she was in a skirt, but it was still funny. She landed on her butt, but she got back up, and she just did this and shrugged it off, and everyone was really happy. And then there was another guy who was like hip thrusting the whole way into the back of room where they went for the golden ticket winners, and it was so funny. There were just the guys especially were just hilarious, so that was a good time seeing people get their golden ticket. But my thing was, if you got a golden ticket, act excited, do something crazy, because there's some people going through and they would just, hold it up, people would applaud, but they just didn't act like they were excited, and maybe they were just really shocked, I don't know. But I was like, come on, you got a golden ticket, act excited. Not everyone here is going to get that. This year there was literally someone who came in dressed like a clown, and they made it through. There was also another girl who was in like this skeleton suit, I don't even know, and then a guy who was dressed in a head-to-toe purple suit, and he had purple shoes, and I don't know who all made it through. But the clown did make it through. No, I didn't make it through, but a clown did, so you can't really, get upset, because it's a TV show. They're taking people for ratings. It's not really just about your voice. There was a girl this year who was arguing with the producers, couldn't hear her, but you could see her, doing this whole thing, hands on her hip, she's flipping her hair. Oh, and if you are planning on auditioning, about 15-20 seconds is all you get. So you have to pick the best part of your song, the climax of your song. If it's the chorus, if it's, a verse that you hit really well, they cut you off. So you want to make sure that you get the best part of your song, because you want to give it your all in that 15 to 20 seconds. This year I did get asked to sing a second song, which was cool because they don't really do that. So I have a feeling in my gut that they were, contemplating whether or not to take me, because they did have me sing more than once, and they talked for a while. And then they just brought us up and said, we're really sorry, but you're not what we're looking for. Thanks for coming out, and don't give up on singing. So at least they're not rude about it. Overall, it's a really good experience. I would suggest it to anyone. It's fun. Your parents, if you're a minor, your parents, they have this pen, and it literally looks like the herding sheep, because you go into this huge pen and you have to wait for your kid to come out. And you either go up the stairs and out if you didn't make it, or you go into, the winner's room. And so I walked out to my mom, and I was just like, it's not this year. I'm really hoping that X Factor comes close by, I can audition for that because I really like that show. That has become my new favorite show. You know, I've grown up watching Idol, but I love X Factor. Okay, so I thought I would take some questions that people are asking me on here. I want to try and help people who are considering doing this, or just straighten out whatever they don't get about the show, just because it's not what you think it is. But again, it's fun. How much money does it cost to audition, and how? It doesn't cost any money. You just have to register and then be there on the audition day. The only money it would cost is if you needed a hotel or gas money, depending on where you live or how you had to get there. I mean, if you took a plane, which I wouldn't suggest, but if you did, then you'd have to pay for that. So the audition itself doesn't cost money, but you know, your own side expenses, I guess, is the only kind of money you'd have to spend. And how? Really, you just have to see if they're coming into your city, and if they are, or well, not even your city, just a city near you or a city that you're interested in going to, and you just get there and you register. It's really well set up. It's really well organized. It's simple to do. So, and then of course, did you get to see the legit judges? And as I said earlier, no, you don't. You audition for the producers, and then another set of producers, and then the judges. So thank you for your questions, for those of you who asked. Thank you for watching, and thank you all so much just for your support in general. I really appreciate it, and no matter what the outcome of anything that I do, not even just singing related, but just all the support that I've had behind me, I really appreciate it, and it is all worthwhile in the end, just knowing that so many people love and support me, so I really appreciate that. And if you are contemplating doing American Idol, if you have questions or just want to know how it works, I don't know if you heard that, but that was thunder, not my stomach, I promise. But if you have questions, or you just want to know something about Idol or how the audition process works, I will do my best to let you know and help you out. So just leave your questions in the comments below, or if you yourself have auditioned and know anything or just want to share something, comment below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I love you all. Thank you so much.